Hey, everybody. Look, it's the infinite regression. It's where videos that you accidentally send to your teacher of you uh, talking like Gurr from Invader Zim go. Is that's where that goes. Videos of such nature. Anyway, they go into the infinite regression where no one sees them and nobody cares about them. Holy Moses. Anyway, it's late and it's a weekend and we've got to get this going. Now, normally I'd take a few minutes to berate our guy here, but I'm not going to do it. Stanley the Manly. Like, we're just going to get you out here. We're going to have you do it. I will say nothing of your fake sobriety and your constant attempts to trick us into thinking that you've given up the sauce. I won't say a word about it like I've done in previous weeks. This time, you just need to get to it and get out of our hair. So, Stanley, the Manly, here we go. Okay, let's drink a little water. Stanley, have you ever said any other words before in this show? No, Is this recording? Is this going now? Is this really? Stanley, you idiot. Every additional word you say is more money that we have to pay you. Well, I don't see how that's necessary. Stanley, shut up. Shut up. Of course it's not bad for you. You can go out and buy more booze with it. But we hired you to only say the words on the screen right now, and that's it. You say those words, you get the frig out of here with your fakey fake, like, ooh, I resisted the temptation for so long, chips. Anyway, regardless and ridiculous. So, yeah, take that. Anyway, say the thing. Weekend Typhoon Volume 23. Yeah, it's good as always. Hey, this week's episode, a botanical wonderland. Say wunderbar. With your host, Rem Pamburton of the Skagen Pumbertonen. Yeah. That Are we still doing this? Is this still a thing? Is this happening? What? What? Anyway. Oh, just kidding. That whole Scandinavian slant last week was a bad idea. Hey, they're not all great ideas, Chief. Don't worry, we got you this week. Good, because honestly, I saw what you looked like when you came in, Braxton. Braxton, I saw what you looked like when you came in to write the slides this week, and I was like, oh, there's a guy who can't get it done. There's a guy who just does not possess the brain cells to rub together. He's somewhere else entirely right now. He's not going to be able to do this. He's not going to be able to do this. And so you got slides ready, and we're not doing the Scandinavian thing? Well, good. Good. Okay. Yeah, we got you this week. I should hope so, Braxton. And when I say we, I'm referring to our new intern, Fernando Fenny Picarilli. We've had nothing but white people in here for so long, I thought I'd diversify by bringing in an Italian guy. Okay, Braxton, Italian people are white. Like, you weirdo. Anyway, diversify. Anyway, regardless. Sorry, but for a while in America, Italians were not viewed as white because they were Catholic immigrants as opposed to the establishment, which was predominantly Anglo-Saxon and Protestant. Oh, that's actually factual. That is true. It's not a happy fact, but it's true. That is factually correct. Italians and Irish at the same time for the same reason. There was even an anti-Catholic political party, who were also severely racist against Italians and Irish people. They were called the Know Nothings for their oath to say that they know nothing when questioned by the authorities. Anyway, they actually had officials elected to various governments. American history is fun. Native Americans. I like that this N is the N's are backwards. Native, except for the first one. Native Americans beware of foreign influence. Yeah. Fun fact, when they said Native American on that flag, they were not referring to the original inhabitants of this continent. Yeah. These are two whitey freaking white guys. I know nothing but my country, my whole country, and nothing but my country. That's all I know. Yeah, Fillmore. My goodness. Anyway, with your host, Rem Pemberton of the Clemson Pembertons. That's better. Yeah, we don't need to be spending time talking about freaking, ridiculous hosterly duties from other countries with other languages that we don't actually, you don't speak them, Braxton. You don't speak these other languages. So you trying to write in these other languages is absurd. Anyway, play the theme, Rem. Oh, because you are a Spaniard now. Oh, yes, I see. We have done away with the part where I am some sort of, I don't know. Ridiculous accenty man. But now I am a Spaniard, the most sexy sounding accent of them all. Ah, yes. I see you have met my accent. Yes, kiss it with your tongue. Anyway, hey, that's ridiculous. Rem, let's play the theme song. Let's not get sidetracked at all. Theme song.
This has always been the theme song. This has always been the theme. This has always been the theme song. This has always been the theme.
The cha. So classic. That's always, every time, the same theme song, no matter whether we're doing Island Craft or we're doing, the weekend type fun or we're doing some sort of special program or something. It's always the same theme song every single time. And man, that must be awesome to be the out of tuners. You just make the recording once and then your work is done and you just keep getting paid for it. It's a good gig. Okay. What? We were kind of hoping you would milk the Spaniard thing for a while. I milked it a little bit, I guess. I mean, I didn't. Come on. I can't put this all on me. Are we at the 47-minute mark yet? Oh, no. No, we are not. We are nowhere near the 47-minute mark. We are on the 9-minute mark. This is not going to go well. This is not going to go well. Because I'm sorry, Mr. Pemberton, it's me, Braxton. While writing these slides, we don't actually have anything for you after this slide. Wait, what the freak? This slide? Actual photo of Braxton, who's closed his eyes when the camera flashed. Okay, that's like semi ha 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 ha, but not really. because he's gray, but, where would his eyes be if this were actually a picture? Anyway, regardless. Yeah, so that's the writing staff, Fenny and I went out for hoagies. We got the itis after lunch, if you know what I mean. I do know what you mean. Falling asleep after lunch. I'm falling asleep right now. I might fall asleep in the middle of the show. Because it's so late. It's so late. I need to go to bed. What? This is ridiculous. You went out for hoagies? You were supposed to write me slides. You got the itis, so you slept during the middle of the workday? I've been up all day. Like, what are you clowns doing? Anyway, we figure a funny guy, so you could probably just come up with your own material, right? Oh, no. That is not true. That is absolutely not true. I am paid to read the material. I am not paid to come up with the material. I don't have anything up top right now. I don't have any funny, like, ha 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 ha. Here's an anecdote that I'm going to share with you, and you're all going to be charmed by my wit and witticism at putting together words in a clever, funny way. Ha ha. You're such a gentlemanly, funny person. Ha 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 ha. Oh, it's such a benefit to the world that you exist with your ability to put together jokes that people enjoy. Ha 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 ha. We are all men, women, and, well, no, not children. That would make it weird. Just men and women, just like consenting adult aged people. We're all consenting because we've seen what you do, and we're like, I would consent to consent with him. I would get some consensual consenting underway. We would consent to stuff. You know what I'm saying? Consent? That's, yeah, that's definitely what the kids are calling it these days. Like, hey, my parents are out of town. You want to consent this weekend? Oh my God. This is definitely true. Definitely true. Anyway, what are we talking about? Um, you figure I'm a funny guy, so I could probably come up with my own material. What? No, 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 no. Like whatever I just said, the most material I've had in months. Just wing it, bro. What the frick, man? I thought this was supposed to be a well thought out, like, decent comedy show. Like, you're supposed to think it out and, like, make it good. Can't just wing it. What the frick is that all about? You got to actually do it. Like, you expect everybody else to do their job. I mean, we're in here with all these white people. You got Braxton over here. Braxton left me in the freaking lurch, with these slides. Like, oh, just wing it, bro. Oh, my God, this is ridiculous. Got Chaz over here. He's in charge of, well, most everything, but you wouldn't know it based on how he never does any freaking work. Clarissa is an obvious lush. Aiden, his parents are douche canoes and they're like entirely too involved. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing with these white people. And when you tell me to wing it, when you tell me like, I'll just make it up on the spot, ha ha, it'll be funny. You're telling me that in front of all these white people who totally exist, that you're telling me like, hey, screw up in front of them and do a piss poor job and then ask them for money. Like, what? Why? Why would you do that to me? Just wing it. I'll wing you upside the head, Braxton. I'll freaking wing you upside the head. You want to come over here and get a head winging? I'll wing your head with a freaking canoe paddle, Braxton. Seriously. I'll wing your head with both nunchucks at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll freaking you come my way, it's gonna hurt. Anyway, that's all I'm saying. Oh, God. Braxton, this is a terrible job. This is a terrible thing you've done here. Remember, we believe in you. Oh my God. They're putting up stuff from my beloved Toronto Maple Leafs because they are clearly mocking me. God. Why you gotta be the worst? Just because I'm a Leafs fan does not mean that I'm necessarily a bad person. And I get it, and you know that I get it. Anyway, remember, we believe in you. You know, belief because you're still doing the Spanish accent, right? No, I gave up on the Spanish accent like very early on because I don't like it. Well, I don't like doing it in front of people because part of what makes the accent a whole thing is being kind of, dirtily attracted to people and being like, ah, Jess, I want to touch you in your forbidden places. Like there's a whole that vibe to it, and so like yeah, it's not 100% approps anyway, but I was not still doing it. Okay, now we have to be the 47-minute mark. No, 16, stupid. You legitimately have nothing. Well, I legitimately have nothing. I have nothing to say, you idiot. That's like your one job. It's like your one freaking job that you have to do is put funny in my mouth. And if you don't have funny in my mouth, I mean, look, that one homeless guy told me that he was going to give me the best time of my entire life. He put a funny taste in my mouth because of this. Like, no, guys, he gave me some food that was bad, that was past its sell by date, and I ate it to try and, like, help him feel less bad about his living situation. So, yeah, ate this, like, rancid pudding. Anyway. And, like, told him, oh, this is good. Like, it's sour, just like mom used to make. Anyway, regardless. Okay, we have this joke. It's not great, okay? We are going to have to do a lot of salesmanship on this. I can't do salesmanship on anything. This is going to be one of the worst episodes I have ever made because of how tired I am right now. My complete inability to focus. It's not going to go well. Hey, you tomorrow, when you're watching this, is it going okay? I doubt it. It sounds like it's going to be going terribly. Okay, joke part 1. So the wife and I get into this horrible fight. It was this terrible shouting match, and we were each telling the other all the things we've been bottling up for weeks, maybe even months. I would dare say years. I shouted at my wife, "You don't even remind me of the woman I married." I stare into the mirror and all I see is a guy I no longer know married to a woman he no longer loves. Oh my God. And my wife shouts back, "Well, you're nothing but a slack-jawed, thick-headed, ugly-faced waste of space whose mere existence is proof that mankind is doomed." And I said right back, I says, I return those library books. So, joke's on her. Joke is on her. Yeah, actually, I'd like to take a moment and point out the fact that my lovely wife is a wonderful person, and none of this has been typical of her behavior ever. She's like legitimately the very best person for real. And if you don't like her, then you're wrong. So, regardless, I just need to put that out there. That's just me saying that for real. No gun to my head or anything like that. Just saying it because, if I'm going to do all these animes and whatnots. Anyway. Hello? Hello? Is thing on? Hello, is thing on? By pretending that the audience is not laughing, are we dooming this joke? Oh, I think they were supposed to ask, is this thing on? It's not dooming it. Too late. What? Doomed after, asking someone to repeat exactly verbatim and then you not saying it verbatim? Durr. Anyway, hello? Is thing on? By pretending that the audience is not laughing, are we dooming this joke? Too late. What? What the frick? What joke? Okay, I don't get it. I don't get it. I will fully admit that I have no freaking clue what that was. Okay, after he bethought himself and t'other joke the second. Oh, good, I gave myself more jokes to get through this little small period that we have together. Okay, I don't like my neighbor, He's a real piece of crap, but he hasn't done anything I could call the cops on. I just don't like the guy. By the way, this is not true. We my lovely wife has met our neighbors way more than I have. They're a bit weird, bit eccentric, but overall they're very nice people. So, just letting you know, jokes exist, and this is one of those. So yeah, I don't like my neighbor, and suggested yeah, uh, touchy with footy, and then you'll know where it comes from. And anyway, just so ridiculous. um mm. But yeah, I'm not a disease vector, have not been. So you could even ask the person who put together that map. Yeah, so I needed to find a way to tell the guy, hey, I don't like your general vibe, good sir. The guy who was like, I need information. You owe it to me to give me that information that I seek, and give it to me immediately. So anyway, um, yeah. Someone feels that way about you, but I don't want you to know that someone is me. Oh, okay. I said something nice about someone, probably. Okay. And tether joke part 3. So I thought and finally came up with the perfect thing. You leave a whole unsliced watermelon on their front porch that says, "You're next." Ring the doorbell and run away. That's actually pretty good. That's a solid idea. I thought this was hilarious while having a good weekend. Does it make any sense sober? We'll see. I don't know. Another joke. Prepare for a haha takeoff. Want to hear it? He was so dumb. How dumb is he? He's so dumb. He thought compunction was just a fancy word for child support. Here's how the joke almost was, though. The joke was almost so much worse. He's so dumb he thought compunction meant putting your orgasm noises inside quotation marks because there's something you're saying. Ooh. That's the weird person. I want to take a transcript. Oh, why? It's not smart or normal. Anyway, the real joke is that most of the people who hear this won't know the word compunction, so they technically have no right to feel superior to the man in the preparations to jokes. Okay. Rule number 1, always call the audience stupid. Do it. It's important. Remember, we believe in you. Okay, do some more freewheeling and free association, Rem. Skium, freedop, bop, badoo, dee, da, la, da, 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 doo, dee, boop, badoo, foodie, boop, bashmoo. La, badoo, doo, badoo, da, ba, dee, ba, doo, doo, boo, doo, badoo, da. There you go. I did some freewheeling improvisation with words. I hope it's now all y'all's ringtones, but I get the feeling it's not gonna be. So, you know. It's over. Either Rem did it and this is a proper episode. It's not really a proper episode. Or it's a miserable failure and we'll still upload it because a single bus crash is more interesting than 1,000 passengers arriving safely. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. This program was made possible by the Igneous and Gertrudina Buttcomer Foundation and by viewers like you. Promotional considerations provided by Ralph Morgan's Extra Strangly Snakes, the Lonely Ass Librarians Guild, Grandpappy True Reel's Foul Smelling Balms and Gruels, and the one and only True God. This program was directed and performed by Rem Pemberton. Rem, what do you think? We did it 2 weeks in a row. Also, I might be falling asleep in between slides because I keep waking up and it has me concerned about how much time is passing in between. It's like 6, 8, 10 minutes going by and then me being like, yep, that's right. Rem Pemberton, written by Braxton White Guy. We'll write better ones next week, I swear. You show me that, Braxton. Show me that. Put it in the writing, and that's what'll matter. Anyway, theme song by the Out of Tuners. A presentation of Non-Sober Badger Productions. Someone once said that all of my productions should be this way. I doubt it. I mean, this one was barely a production, so meh. Meh, I say. A subsidiary of the large, boring sounding corporation with surprisingly questionable business practices. Lawful Asset Holdings Incorporated. A branch of the intentionally vague corporation whose purpose may never be known. The Blaine Group. And communism. Not dead yet, suckers. This week's lucky listener getaway giveaway, Fernando Fenny Picarilli. Alfonso, wait, no, that's not, I forgot to do it right, because it's going to be Fenny Picarelli. Ow, like an idiot. Anyway, no closure, the end. Yeah, there's no closure, and that's the end. I'm not going through, why a thing from college might still be well, that was me, because pettiness is next to greatness. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we hope to see you in the next one. Thanks for being in this one. Don't be thrown by the infinite regression. It's your friend. All your dead pets are back here. You can pet them for a second, and then we're going to put them right back to work in Satan's service. So, anyway, that's it for this one. We will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.